Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS-Inform. We're going to be talking with Christine Golden about the Dubois County Jasper Contractual Library, or is it the Jasper Dubois County Contractual Library? Whatever it is, it's the libraries. And Christine is the director, and there's been some exciting things that have been happening.
Yes.
But right now, kids are on winter break, Christmas break.
It feels like spring break, doesn't it?
With the weather. That's right. It hadn't been right this December at all.
No kidding.
But kids are on winter break, Christmas break.
Yeah.
And there are things to do at the library.
Coming up this week, absolutely. We've got all kinds of great stuff happening for our breaks. I mean, that's just one of the big things for us at all of our branches. We know you're busy with all your holiday plans, but then that week comes when over Christmas and it's like, okay, the holiday part's done, but let's find things to do. So that's one of the biggest things we've got coming up this week and in the following weeks. We've got some great programs at all 4 of our branches. I always just try to make sure that I encourage everybody to check out the local paper, listen to the radio stations, check out our events calendar online. It'll give you all that information. Some of the big stuff we have coming up is we've got some great movies we're going to show. At Jasper alone this week, we've got a great program coming up, a block party. This is one of our collaborative efforts we're doing with the Dubois County Extension Office. Okay. They're one of the groups we've really tried to focus on, really trying to bring our programming together. So they've offered to come out and do a block party at Jasper. So we'll have a couple of those for kids to come and play. Sounds like a big party you have with everybody in your neighborhood, but no, it's actually the little building blocks. So they're going to bring that because we have so many kids that show up for our Lego program. So we thought this would be a great extension on that. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing coming up, especially at Jasper, is on December 29th at the Elson Peter Marionette Puppets are coming.
Ooh.
This is a group that we only get every few years because they're from out of state, and we're just super excited to bring them in. So that's going to be on the 29th at 2 p.m. During that whole entire time, we've also got some great teen crafts coming up. One of the biggest things we actually tried this past week for the first time, and it was pretty successful, was all the libraries are getting into it with the adult coloring clubs. This is, it's kind of a nice little relaxation for our, for adults who just want to get away for a little bit. So we're trying a few different things. We've been very successful with our adult programming lately, so we're just excited to see what else we can do. Speaking of adult programming, genealogy.
Oh, yes.
Always have to talk about genealogy because there's just so much, especially at Jasper, that we just get people from everywhere. And I, wasn't really as much aware about this program, but I guess it's a very big deal for those in genealogy. It's the Family Tree Maker. This has been a product, I guess, Ancestry.com has been using for years and years as a way for people to save the information because, for so long it was just handwriting your information, or then it became, making copies of everything. And this was a program they had offered as a way to save your genealogy information. Well, unfortunately, with the, move to flash drives and all that, this is a program that Ancestry is not going to offer anymore. And we have a lot of, patrons who are kind of upset about that and try to find a way, well, now what do I do? So what's going to happen is our local genealogists, along with our reference and genealogy librarians, Kathy Mott, she's going to run a program on Thursday, January 7th at 1:30 p.m. about what to do now. You've been using Family Tree Maker and you don't know what you're going to do with all this information. She's going to talk about new ideas, new developments on how to save your information. Even if you don't use this program and maybe you just want to get into genealogy, but I know it's intimidating. It's just one of those things that, hey, where do I put this information when I get it? So that's one of the things she's going to talk about is great ways to save your information so you'll have it in the future. You're not doing your research over and over again, and a way for your family to have it for years to come.
And the genealogy, obviously, you need to be a member of the library, or you need to have a library card.
We actually, no, we don't require that for any of our programs. That, that might be a misconception. Well, of course, we would love for everybody to have a library card. We get people from all over for these programs. We get them from different counties because they know our high success rate with our genealogy programs. But any type of our programs, we
like the marionettes.
Absolutely, just come in. If you've got, this is a great one. I know even one of our board members brings her grandkids who live out of town. When they're in town for the holidays, they come to the programs. I mean, we're open for everyone and anyone. So just, make sure you're in because really just see what all we have to offer.
Do you have a newsletter that is available for people, or is it better online?
We have a newsletter. We actually, if you would like to request that you're on our email list, we could do that. And we also put our newsletter online, right on the front of our website, which is another thing we've done in the past month. Our IT manager, Erin, she's done a fantastic job making our website, just streamlining it. We had a lot of things going on there, and that gets a little bit overwhelming for a lot of people. So we've made it a lot simpler. We've made it mobile friendly, which is huge now with the, everybody using their tablets all the time, and their phones. So everything is on there. It's very simple to use. You can get to any of the information you need.
Okay, now, an exciting thing happened last week as we are moving forward for the Cultural Center.
Yeah.
What's the update?
I've been excited to talk about this. I thought, what better time to talk about this than what happened last week? A contingency of us, a group of 5, went up to Indianapolis, and I know a lot of people have heard about these tax credits we had received. Well, we had received preliminary acceptance for these. Well, we had to go make our final pitch this past week, and we went up to Indianapolis and met in front of the IEDC committee at their offices, and really just told them the value of what's going on with this Jasper Cultural Center. This was a different project for them. They're used to doing this, with for-profit entities, and we do imagine there's going to be a very large component of this that will be a for-profit, whether it be a residential aspect, maybe it's a restaurant type deal. There's all kinds of different things included, but this was the first time they've really ever worked with the main part of it being a nonprofit group with a library and the arts. So, but as they were reviewing it, they talked about, we met all the components for this project. It really hits on what the IEDC is looking to do, to redevelop old industrial sites. And what better way to do this than taking the old Hoosier Desk site and making it into something just fantastic for years to come. So we received approval for, it was $3.42 million in tax credits, which is going to go a huge way for this project, really kind of alleviate a lot of the pressure moving forward.
So we're moving forward on that?
We are. There's a lot of things, I often think perception is maybe we're not moving that fast, but behind the scenes there's all kinds of things happening right now. We've got a lot of interested developers. We're also working on our request for proposals to, see what kind of ideas are out there. We have an idea of what we think should happen there, but I think the possibilities are limitless when it comes there. We still to this day are getting people calling me, calling the city hall, calling anybody to say, hey, we've got a group that might be interested in this. And maybe they're not interested, as a huge component of it, but they're looking for a downtown presence. They're looking, and a lot of these are people who are looking more for retail space, which, brings that back onto the tax base for the city of Jasper.
So it sounds like good, exciting things.
It is. I mean, I can honestly say, this is really one of the first times I've ever, been so excited about a project. It's just, I've been at the library for 16 years, so I've seen a lot of ups and downs with these things, obviously. But, this is the time now when I get people stopping me saying, hey, what's going on? And I tell them the updates, and there's genuine excitement. We've got a great groups working with us. Next part of this project is going to be obviously that develop component, but, really trying to get people to understand the value of what this center is going to bring to our community. And we really believe it's going to be a catalyst for moving forward. We think it was a huge catalyst for the Jasper Cabinet Project. I mean, they see what we're doing, and I think Jane was excited about that, and it's really spurred her on to get involved in this too. So we just really, I think moving forward, everything, there's going to be bumps in the road, obviously, but we're just going to keep shooting past them and get to where we need to be.
Yeah, well, that's the future with the library. That's exciting.
It is.
And there's things going on right now with kids on Christmas break.
Yeah.
Stop by the libraries. Just take them to the library just to look at books, but there's great programs, so stop by and find out about those.
Please stop by. Come and talk to us. Ask us what's going on at the library. I've never seen a staff more excited about working here, and they're just really wanting to help any way they can to really try to push the library for everyone.
Very good. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Our guest has been Christine Golden. She's the director of the Jasper Dubois County Contractual Library, and good things are always happening at the library, so make sure you stop by Jasper, Dubois, Ferdinand, our Bird's Eyes Library, and enjoy all that they offer.
Thank you.
Thanks for being in, and thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We're local people watching local people.